Our next section deals with the altitude theorem and right triangles. So if this is a right angle and that is an altitude, specifically again in a right triangle, there are some things that we can say about this. Specifically, that y is the geometric mean of 6 and 24. So if you see a triangle like this and you have a length that's split into two with an altitude, that length in the center is the geometric mean of the two numbers that it is split into. So for reference, again, if we have a right triangle here, I should make a better right triangle. So if something like this that makes a right angle, then we have an altitude coming down. Whatever this altitude in red is, that is the geometric mean of the other two pieces. We'll say that here's one piece, here's piece number 2. So to be even more clear, we can write it out like this. Geometric mean, and then we have our first side, so side number 1, and then in green we have side number 2. So that's the same situation that we're seeing here, and we can even color code this to match with our altitude, with our first side, and with our second side here in green. So we want to set that up exactly the same way, where y is our geometric mean, so we'll set that up where it belongs. And then first things first, side number 1, and then side number 2. So again, same type of idea for solving for y here, cross multiply, and then we can go through and divide thereafter. So we'll get y squared equals 24 times 6. Take the root of both of those, and we'll get a value of y that equals 12. So that's the first step that we have to solve for there. The second step of this going through is going to focus on another geometric mean question. So a second template. So we're going to call x the leg of our triangle. This entire length from here to here is our hypotenuse. We're used to that now, especially dealing with trig functions. So that's going to be 6 plus 24, or 30. And then we can call this like side number 1. So the way that this works now, the second diagram that we should remember, so that's the first set of notes, we'll have our second set of notes here, is that the leg is the geometric mean of the hypotenuse and the side that's closest to that leg. So we'll say side number 1 for leg number 1. This would be leg number 2. So it would have a different formula, but specifically for leg number 1 for x, in this case, that's how we would set that up. So let's go ahead and let's kind of mirror this formula using the individual pieces. So leg number 1 we'll put in red, we'll put side number 1 in blue, and then we'll put the hypotenuse in green. So hypotenuse is the entire length, both of these things together, so 30 in green. Leg number 1, we said what that was in blue. Side number 1, which is 6, and then the entire leg, the geometric mean here, is going to be our x. So let's go ahead and let's draw this in now. So our x value is our leg number 1. Secondly, side number 1 is in blue. And then thirdly, we have the entire hypotenuse here. So now we can go cross multiply and fully solve for this one. So answer here, x times x is x squared. 30 times 6 gets us 180. We'll take the root of each of these. We'll get an answer of x equals the square root of 180, which approximately rounds to 13.4. So 2 templates there. I would definitely recommend on the right side of the page here to have these in your notes. That will definitely help you out with solving questions like this.